Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Activity ReZero. Tonight we're on episode 5, I think. I have 4 up right now, so that means we're on 5 because I wanted to scroll through 4 a bit. We're on episode 5, season 2. You already know where you're at. You know where you're at. That's where the title of the video. You click the video. I'm assuming you clicked the video. Maybe it auto played. Maybe you're on the playlist. Whoa. Okay. Let's actually talk about the show. I'm not gonna lie. Last episode was really good. So much so that I don't even I have trouble talking about it because it's that good to me. It's just so good. The way it portrayed a depression from Subaru that came from living having such high expectations for himself and coming to terms with his lack of, being a special, prodigious, whatever you want to call it, kind of person, like his father. He thinks his father is, right? And that's where the shadow part comes in. That whole situation serves so well to recontextualize the entire story up to this point that it just kind of stun-locked me, and I'm still stun-locked to even try to think about it. And it's crazy. I was thinking about specifically, this episode wasn't fantasy at all. It wasn't the isekai part. The whole fantasy world is, I feel so often used as a way to get the audience to put themselves into the story, right? Because the isekai is a guy's walking on the street and now he's in a fantasy world. That guy walking on the street is just any of the audience, or girl too. It's just usually the isekai protagonist is a dude. That's why I use guy. But the person walking around or just living life normally usually just goes into the fantasy world, and I think it's an escape. I have some reservations, some negative ideas with the whole isekai scheme, because it feels to me like an escapist fantasy in a lot of ways, the genre itself, not ReZero's portrayal of it, but the genre itself. And yeah, a lot of media just is escapism, but I don't know. I am uncomfortable with the idea of, let me engage with this piece of media solely so I can put myself into it as oh, I hate my life. I wish I could, get hit by a truck, coon, or whatever. And then now I don't have to worry about my crap anymore. And I get to go be a fantasy power, blah, 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 freaking power fantasy. I hate that. And I think that's super unhealthy. And I don't like that. And ReZero, in the first season, we didn't really go into any of this, because it's an isekai. Why would we go super once you're in the fantasy world? And I don't do a lot of isekai, so I might be completely off base. Let me just iterate that. But in my understanding of isekai, you're in the new world and that's it. You don't have to worry about the past world because you're in the new world now. The point of the entire genre is that you're disconnected from that and now you're here, and we don't got to worry about that anymore. We don't even talk about that. So for this episode to show up as to completely bring the past world back into the story after an entire season and 3 episodes of freaking fantasy world, it's just crazy to me, right? It's treating the isekai not as an escapist power fantasy, whatever. I don't want to say power fantasy because it doesn't do power fantasy at all in this, right? Subaru doesn't have power. That's a big point of it. That's, I think, where it subverts potentially part of the genre or whatever. But I don't know. It doesn't do the escapist part because we actually see Subaru's backstory. So no longer can I just project myself onto him perfectly as the guy that got brought in here, and got the special power. No. We actually have now characterized his backstory. We filled in the spot that the audience was supposed to project themselves onto, which I love. And that caught me so off guard, in an extremely positive way. And it shows how much the story cares about Subaru's character. To be willing to sacrifice the spot that the audience projects themselves onto, i.e. his backstory before the isekai itself, right? The freaking whatever you call it when they jump to the new world. To be able to sacrifice that in order to continue to develop his character and to give him a chance to reflect on a life that we've only gotten hints of, right? We knew he was a NEET, or a shut-in. I'll just say shut-in. Screw the Japanese lingo, I don't know it. He was a shut-in And we knew that was a thing because he kind of mentioned it, and especially with his early interactions with Emilia that were based on like don't waste your life or whatever. I mean, that was him projecting his own experiences onto her. So we got some ideas of it, but to actually see it and gain faces, like names to faces for all these characters and like his life himself, we even kind of see him as a child running around with his gang, you know, before they all left. Which, man, if that just ain't how it goes. I don't know. I just really appreciated that in like a way that was so unexpected for this story in the best kind of way. And this is why this episode might be my favorite up to this point, because it breaks the genre. Because the genre itself, I'm not that attached to. I'm not attached to the isekai genre. It just, to me, like, it's a vessel to put in every man character. And this is reductive. Let me say, this is reductive. This is very generalized, okay? ReZero is, I'm currently watching ReZero, and it's an example of this not happening. But I feel like the isekai genre is usually just a way to put an everyman protagonist into world that's fun and fantasy-like, so that the audience can project themselves onto the everyman protagonist. And as I said, I have a problem with that. But so they don't do that here. They're actually giving me something freaking juicy. Wow. So that's how I've been feeling for the last couple hours since watching the last episode. And those are all the words that I've been trying to say, but it's just hard to like get them out. And it's hard to get them out because the backstory of Subaru is so relatable in a couple different ways. And it, for me, is personally relatable in a couple ways. Now, I'm not trying to go into like deep background, crazy, like, let me talk about the time that I blank as a blank, you know? But a lot of this is like, yeah, I mean, I think his character is supposed to be relatable, but he's not supposed to be someone that you put yourself, like, you see yourself in him, but you don't project yourself onto him. And the difference being, his behaviors are something that I see myself in, right? And that, like, he as a character, like, educates myself on my own behaviors because I see them played out in like different ways in different situations, perhaps in like situations I haven't been in, right? With the whole, I don't know, body or freaking lap pillow, like 1, 2, and 3 or whatever you want to call it. As opposed to being like an empty shell that then you just like jump onto and then like take over like a parasite, you know, it's different than that. And I appreciate that and I love that. And that's basically Pog. So, I mean, did anything else really happen? Peas, there were the peas. The peas were fun. I do like the bowl of peas. Honestly, peas are great. I would have eaten that bowl of peas any day of the week. Not gonna lie. The whole, like, there was the big emphasis on, like, do you like, is there a girl you like, blah, blah, blah. And it's like Rem and Emilia are like the reasons that he's gained purpose, and all of that. I might have reservations with that, and that's something that's been going on the entire story. But I think those reservations are largely quelled by some of his lines here that like I was really focusing on, you know, of like, they're great, I don't feel like I deserve them, so let me become someone worthy of them kind of thing. I mean, that really helps to alleviate like the codependency concerns I've had. Man, poor guy I kind of want to rewatch like the first episode just to see like how much of like this personality we see in this you know, episode 0, right? This flashback to before episode 1, how much of this Subaru was in episode 1, you know? Like, was he panicking deep down when he stepped foot in the world? Did he was he like, oh shoot, I'm never going to see him again? And like he immediately put the mask on to like comfort himself? I mean, perhaps, right? I mean, he was being all funny and goofy as a way to, like, mentally survive. But how much of that was him convincing himself, right? Him trying to trick himself into, like, not having to, like, truly reflect on everything that he's lost, you know? Because here he had to reflect on that. And again, I really liked Ekidona. I actually checked the pronunciation. Ekidona. I think it's Ekidona. Ekidona, I really liked like this entire opportunity that was given by her. I see it as a gift. I really appreciate her. She might say some like crazy stuff this episode that's like blah blah blah. I don't know. She might say something crazy. I don't even know what. That's gonna make me not consider it as much as a gift. But overall, like I was so appreciative of last episode. even in like in world and even like out of world. You know, I mean, obviously I'm appreciative of it out of the story because I'm talking about it so much, like so positively, but like in world, just to give Subaru that opportunity, I'm really appreciative of it. But you know, there is the very real chance that this is actually big evil, big problem, big etc. Blah 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 blah. I mean, who knows? She's probably about to say something crazy. Though at the same time, I don't think they're evil. I don't think they're evil, except maybe Satela, but I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Okay. This isn't. I don't see this as a story that's just going to have blanket evil antagonist as its antagonist. You know, like, oh, she's evil because she's evil and she wants power. Like, it can be used. That can be used very effectively, right? It's not. I'm not trying to like. Let me take the headphones off. I'm not trying to like diss that type of antagonist because that can be used in a really, really like amazing and punctual way. Freaking, I don't know. Because if you just have an antagonist that's like pure evil, then how do you cope with like a pure evil that cannot be changed, that cannot be reasoned with, that you can't find good in, you cannot redeem, etc., etc., etc. I mean, that can be really interesting as like a tool that the protagonist then bounce off of, right? But I'm not convinced that that's what she is. Especially in the way that she's interacting with Subaru. I also think she's the one that brought Subaru here. I'm also thinking that Subaru had a conversation with her and that he might have even accepted to come here. That's a big speculation. But it is an idea for sure that I think is on the table for an antagonist like Satela, especially because we don't know anything about her. I don't know, man. Show's got some heat to it. It's very intricate as well, which is intimidating as like, because obviously I'm reacting to it, right? Like I'm watching it, I'm trying to talk about it, I'm trying to give thoughts, and you already know if I get something wrong, right, and I say something stupid, people are gonna be like, yeah, and they're gonna think I'm dumb, and then they're gonna hate me, right? So there's like a stress there to freaking catch everything they're saying, and when they actually are doing some of these more intricate, some more the stuff with nuance, with depth, it becomes scary, okay? It becomes scary. But a little bit of fear, you know, gets the adrenaline pumping, so maybe that's a good thing. I am drinking a Dr. Pepper. Let me just let that be known. Frick, man. And it's like, it's a mix. There's so many different parts of me when I'm watching this kind of show. Or any show, really. But especially that I'm, like, finding in this show. There's, like, the part of me that, like, you know, is trying to, like, analyze it and kind of step outside of it and see what it's doing and try to figure out, like, what the themes are, what's being said. And then there's, like, the part of me that is like, okay, do I agree with those themes? Can we apply that to, like, our own lives outside of the story, etc.? But then there's the part of me that's, like, fully immersed in the world, right? The part of me that's like, Subaru, I need you to succeed. You're my boy. Like, you know, in there. And then there's the part of me that's just an absolute goblin and just likes to like look at Booba or whatever. And then there's the part of me that's like an absolute fool and just likes to make funny quips because I like to quip sometimes. Okay, let me quip in peace. But it's like when a show gains this much, or like doesn't gain, when a show shows this much depth and complexity, like it's hard to get all of these different parts of me freaking corralled like a bunch of cats, lasso them up, tie them together, and properly put them in the right places, right? Like, the mom starts talking about Mayo. Oh, let out the Quip Goblin. Quip Goblin, go get him. Oh no, they're talking about something serious. Quip Goblin, get back in here. Emotion Goblin, get him. You know, it's like, it can be so difficult to properly, but properly is an interesting word because, like, is there a proper way to respond to this? I mean, no, there's not a proper way, but there is, like, the best version of my response to the media, right? And I think the best version is something that's within me, right? The best version of yourself, the best version of my response to the media. That's like kind of what I'm thinking there. But obtaining that best version can be so, the more complex the show, the more intricate the themes, the more layered the interactions and the plans and the schemes of the characters within the show, the more difficult it is to properly or to accurately acquire this best reaction or whatever. And it's not even necessarily a reaction, but just the best enjoyment of the media. Because, like, if I watch this show eyes glazed, just looking at pretty pictures and chuckling at Subaru's jokes, and I don't try to dig deeper, then, like, it's going over my head and I'm missing out on a lot of really juicy, really pog stuff. so there's like, it's not only as a way to, or it's not only so that I can like provide a reaction for the people watching this, right? But it's also so I can get the most I can out of the piece of media. And holy crap, does that take energy and effort sometimes, especially again when it's like a deep show with a lot of stuff going on. And especially when I like to quip and I'm stupid sometimes. So what was the point? What did that have to do with the show? A great question. A great question that maybe I don't even have the answer to, you know, if I think about it. And I guess one last thing I'll say, just because it just hit my mind. The bishops are like, to me, the way I've looked at the archbishops is the archbishops are like a misappropriation of what the sins actually represent, right? So the sin of gluttony, you know, it made the beasts of the wilds to provide nutrients for the world or whatever, right? Like it has a positive spin on what gluttony is. It was actually a way to satiate the world. It's actually kind of a positive thing. Freaking Prometheus, bring fire to the world, punished by humanity, or punished by the gods, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff. But gluttony, the archbishop, is just eating things and being a maniac and wearing a swimsuit, right? So there's like an interesting thing there where I feel like there's like there's like a pure version of the sin that the witch represents, and then there's like the humanity, or a human's flawed perception of that pure sin, right? And the flawed perception is where we get evil. You know, an idea. That's kind of like, I don't want to say loosely biblical, but I guess I just did say loosely biblical. This also a little reminds me of like Plato. So go read The Republic, Omega Lol. All right, let's jump into this episode 5 of ReZero. I do plan to probably do the OP and ED lyric pass, because I do have versions that actually have the lyrics like translated. I said last episode I'd do it this episode, so we'll try to do that after this full episode. I think that'll be like a nice tag. But yeah, let's jump into this episode 5 in 3, 2, 1. Bang! What's up, Ekadona? Ekidona. Bro, she's cute in the schoolgirl outfit. But man, she got bushy white eyes. You're so stupid. Okay. Look, they're playing the OP in the beginning. That's unusual. Bro, in my freaking chair. The person that lives below me just went, huh. I wonder, like, because I do think Subaru was selected, right? As opposed to randomly chosen, or just like by coincidence or chance brought here. I do think he was selected. So why would you choose like a depressed NEET as... Dude, Elsa, get out of here, freaking Archbishop of Lust. I'm sick of yo. Why would you choose Subaru? Especially for being like having to do with envy so much. Satela. Dude, and like look at that. Like she whispers in his ear, and it looks like Satela because it's the corrupted heart grasp like grabbing him. What if like Emilia is Satela? Just straight up. Emilia was banished for like 500 whoever years in ice. What if like Emilia was like split and like her subconscious is acting as Satela right now? And her... That's an idea. What if they literally are the same? And they're like two parts of the same being? I don't even know what I was saying. I got so interrupted by that thought. Okay, let me just shut up. Oh, he's getting the memories back. Appreciate that. Oh, okay, I guess that's fair. True. It's embarrassing. fabricated. She's being blunt with it. Oh, she's scary with it. Oh, see, like now she's being all mean with it. Because if it was all fabricated from him, then yeah, like you don't know. Okay, yeah. Okay, fair. You know what? I accept this. Subaru, I accept this. Yes, what's the next question? What's happening with Emilia? Oh, there's 2 more. Why are you imprisoning the sanctuary, man? I'm so glad he said thanks. Because I totally agree with him. It brought him closure. Yep. You gotta say it at all. So true. Yeah, that's probably the first, not the first, but that's definitely the time that Subaru's like done something like, I don't know, unexpected or whatever. Because like she expected him to be mad, he was actually thankful. That's like the first time, or not the first, but one of the times that I was super, like, that's exactly what I was thinking. It'll be Emilia. Man, I wonder. What is Emilia? It'd be crazy if Emilia was Satela. Imagine Satela's subconscious kills conscious Emilia. Giga Chad. That'd be so funny. Or like Emilia's subconscious as... I don't know if that idea works at all. Yeah, Emilia, can I get in your brain real quick? Yo, can we get Julius's freaking mind connector? He's not here. Gotta hold our hand. Do the REM thing. Did you fail? It wasn't me. Oh boy. All me. Father. What is... Okay, you are referring to Puck. Okay. She's calling out to Puck. Then how much of that was like post her getting freed? Was that all post her getting freed? Oh, we're allowed to leave Pog. What? Does the gym... Can you literally do the gym thing? That'd be so OP. Oh, that's pretty smart too. It probably wouldn't work. Garfield's about to laugh? Oh. Oh, what's up, Naruto? Wait, you're a witch, are you not? Wait, are you a witch? No, you're a witch. You're in the OP. I don't trust you. Don't burn me. What is wrong with you? Ram, I'm going to wring you like a towel like your sister, okay? Oh, wait, you're giving me advice? Wait, it was all a play? I take it back, Ram. I'm sorry. Bruh. I forgot this character existed, by the way, whoever this is. Oh, I dare you. Oh, no. I don't know who that is. Bilma? What is your name? I hate you, Subaru. Stop saying lolly. Young Sue? Ryuzu? Ryuzu. I'm writing her name down. Okay, so you can't just cheat the system. Oh, that's terrifying. Interesting. How many souls are just flying around inside this barrier? What happens to the souls? Do they get, like, chewed on? Does someone chew on them? Thanks, Ryuzu. The soul exists. We learned the soul exists in this world. True, yeah. What's made it so you can't? Great question. Hmm? Oh. Why? Among Us. Why? By who? There's so many questions. Too many questions. Okay, Emilia. Tell me about your trauma. Finally, Emilia is getting freaking character development, dude. And she got some in the OVA. She got a ton in the OVA. But I feel like season 1, she was not getting some of the hype she deserved. I'm glad she's getting hype now. Whoa. Okay, Subaru. Hit her with the comfort. Does she want to do it again? Yeah, I don't know if she's trying to do that. Okay, tell me then. They're here for a reason? Led by Ryuzu. Okay, Ryuzu's the leader of Freedom. Isolationists. Okay. That's fair. I mean, they're half-bloods, right? And that's like probably a thing. I get Garfield. I love Garfield. Or Frederica. Wait, but Generations. How did Frederica get out? Wait, so does my... Wait a second. Frederica was able to leave. then, right? Wait, 12:57. I think they just said something I missed. 12:57. Marking it down. Oh, they're gonna kill her. Good call, good call. Man, I'm freaking hungry. Speaking of hungry, Dr. Pepper. Okay. She's going again? What? That means she failed the first time. She has to do this one again. Bro, I love Garfield. Giga chat, that's what we like to hear. Yes, sir. Garfield's my boy. I'm sick of all these twinks. You're allowed to call her old hag? Yes, explain that, please, for the love of everything that's holy. Oath my ass. Master? Oh, this poor Emilia girl. I think she failed again. Bro, she's having to like come to terms with freezing a bunch of people using her OP powers, man. She's got to come to terms with all her trauma, man. Or not all of it, but just a little bit of it, right? Oof. There's so many things. Why does Emilia want to be the thing? We never figured it out. Why she wants to be the royal whatever. The king. I wouldn't have had to seen them die like 80 times. Thank you, Subaru. Dude, Subaru's making so many good moves recently. Yeah, like 8 times dying, so... Okay, bad move to swing. But good move because he's right. He just let slip Rem. He just let it slip. Yeah. That's the first time he said it to her. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, because she said she didn't know it. Okay, you better give it to me. But why? No, no, but why? But why? Oh, we need her to grow. But no, it was so risky, dude. How did he know it would work out? I mean, he and Ekadona go back. So is he aware that Subaru like would fix everything to a degree? Like he's got the power or something? I don't know, man. But why? You knew it. No, he knows something, bro. He knows the powers. I'm sick of you, Roswell. I'm sick of you. He knows. He knows the powers. That's the only idea. That's the only... He knows Ekadona told him or something. He says, I'm done. You're done. You're cut off. I'm sick of you. I'm not actually sick of you. You probably got some reasoning for this, but... But why? He knows, bro. He knows that somebody was getting pulled from the other dimension with a freaking OP power or something. And he's like, oh, super. It's super. He knows. He knows. I'm done. And he knows. Okay. Emilia, I don't like to hear you cry. What's happening? Tell me about it. No, no, you don't force her into it. We gotta, I want to hear her out. I want to hear what's on her mind. You don't know. You don't know how much she's suffering right now, yeah. You're a genius. Maybe he's playing it well. Or maybe to take it back. Oh! I think I just solved why my original idea wouldn't work. Don't you need the crystal to even get into the place because it like purposely pushes you away? Petra. Yeah, didn't you need the crystal to like get through the tree line or something? Hmm. What question? I don't understand. Why is everyone so ominous all the time? That's a good thing, actually. I want you to interrupt any conversation I have with Ram. Chiro. So is he leaving? I did. And I passed. Yeah, a great point. He was actually succeeding. Yeah. Who does she want to? Good line. Thank you, Garfield. Thank you, Garfield. Dude, thank you, Garfield. Why are we leaving? Wait, so why did he allow us to leave? I guess because all they need is Emilia to do it, so they have like Emilia's just gonna do it, so they have no reason to keep the hostages anymore. So Subaru's like, I'll roll out. Bye, Emilia. Have fun suffering. I thought he would stick with her until they finished. Oh, what horrible fate is Frederica's corpse, Petra's corpse. Okay. I'm ready for it. Show me Petra's head just roll down the hallway like a bowling ball. Okay. That's so horrible. What a horrible thing. What a horrible thing is about to happen. It's been too pleasant. It's been too pleasant. Oh, jeez. I don't like this. Oh, is that intestine? Oh, Elsa, bro. Elsa's here, dog. Elsa's gutting people. Wait, is that himself? Oh, he got gutted. It was Elsa. Elsa, I'm sick of you. Stop murdering me. There she is. Wow, she was quick with it. Holy crap. Okay, so while he was gone, she got murdered. She murdered everyone. Dang, she got massive honkers. Julius, hey Julius, I got a question for you. You available tonight? Okay, that's fine. It's just a problem. I don't know how we're gonna solve it. It's a problem. Where's he gonna respawn? I have no idea. We don't even know if anyone's alive or dead. They could be alive. Maybe all we need to do is survive Elsa. Maybe, you know, because like I'm thinking here, she's already killed everyone, right? And that's obviously not good. But perhaps she hasn't actually killed everyone and we just need to survive and beat her instead of actually going back and saving everyone from getting killed. There's like, because if we have to go back and save everyone from getting killed, that means time-wise, we're going to have to go back farther back than the Garfield carriage ride, because Garfield carriage ride, like we're going to need to make that earlier. We're going to need to make that like 2 days earlier. I mean, they did say, oh, it took me 2 days. So it's definitely going to probably be those 2 days so that he has those 2 days to work with in order to beat the situation. Which means he's got to find a way to quickly convince Garfield of whatever he convinced Garfield to do. They kind of left that a little vague, unless I'm stupid, which is a possibility. Let me go to 1257. It's actually funny to me. They pull up in the mansion, it's empty, and it's just like, oh, someone's dead. Everyone's dead. And then Elsa kills him, it's like, well, okay, good. Also, it wasn't Naruto. Okay, let me look at this dialogue again, because I totally missed it, I'm not gonna lie. It was Frederica who gave Emilia the glowing stone. I'm not gonna lie, the freaking stone stuff, the stone, like, logistics, it's like high-key gone over my head, and I don't know how much I care. Just on the low key. Just deep down, okay? That's a deep down one. Because, like, who cares? What does the glowing stones matter? And you're probably thinking, well, it's integral to blah, 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 blah. I don't know, man. Okay. What I do know is that you need the stone in order to not die at the barrier. It like anchors your soul or whatever. So when Emilia entered, she almost had her soul whisked away. Oh, that's what they're explaining here. Let me just... Circumstantial evidence suggests that Frederica has some plan in mind. Maybe her and Petra are fine. Maybe she and her and Rem even dodged the Elsa. As it is, Emilia escaped disaster by a hair's breadth. True. Thanks to your relatively noble sacrifice. What was the sacrifice he made here? I mean, I didn't sacrifice myself, so you can amend that, but just be careful. What sacrifice? Him grabbing the glowing thing when it was doing its job? I'm still thinking that was a dumb move on his part. Why would they trust Ryuzu? Ryuzu like, has spoken once. Okay, continuing. And the glowing stuff does matter. I'm kind of trolling when I was saying all that. Let me say that. Okay. Because the glowing stone is used to like protect you from the barrier. I don't know how many of them there are. I don't know if they require charge. I don't know much about them, quite frankly. So the way the story, let me just say how the story is, because the specific logistics like are made to suit the story, right? The normal people could leave, but they were being held hostage by Garfield and the mixed blood gang. Garfield, or at least the revolutionaries with Garfield and Ryuzu, wanted to hold them hostage so that they could force, I guess, Emilia into, because they knew Emilia was probably coming from Roswell. They wanted to use them as a way to beat the trial so they can leave. The reason Ryuzu and Garfield haven't done the trial themselves is because of some contract we don't know about. Maybe with Echidna, right? That would also explain why, like, Roswell and Echidna. Like, Echidna might have been prolific in this area before she died. Maybe. So maybe it's Echidna. Who knows? Because Echidna is the one running the trial as well, so that would make some sense. But again, we don't know. So Garfield, they needed a mixed blood to come in and break it for them, which is why they had the hostages. And they can't leave with the stones, or else they would have. How did Frederica get out? I don't know. Maybe you can like use the stone to leave, but then the little plan I said of have a normal person like enter with the stone and then give the stone to someone, ferry them out, re-enter. I think the wood's like shifting to dodge you or whatever, because I think that was mentioned. Like you need to, well, but you can re-enter with the stone. I don't understand. I'm probably gonna freaking ask my Discord about that. I'm just at this point, I'm probably missing some key piece of information. I'm just going to assume that there isn't a way out, because if there was, they would have done it. I think that's a fair assumption to make. And as such, we need to break the trial to free everyone. How Frederica got out, I'm just going to leave that up to a Bluestone magic. Because maybe, or it could be the case that Garfield was entered in because he also has one of the stones. So like, who knows, right? Who knows? Also the case, though, that when Subaru like held the stone, he got teleported to Echidna. So maybe Echidna would literally just not let the trickery, you know, the little strat that I've mentioned. She would just say, nope, not allowed, and she would just cancel it out, because she is pretty magical. Freaking schoolgirl Echidna. Her eyelashes are so big. She's got an entire, like she's like a woolly mammoth. She could live in the Arctic with those. You know, like the snow goggles that they make so they can see, like, with the sun's reflections, like that thing? She's already got those built into her kit. That's OP. Really appreciated Subaru saying thanks to her, though. Because I was definitely super grateful of that opportunity for him. And then we're in the Frost Halls. Ooh, yeah, Emilia's voice. Okay, Emilia, spit some bars. Okay, so she begins to wake up. She's sweating, drenched in sweat. She's scared, literally chattering teeth, cold. I think she was cold in her thing. I think that's what the teeth represent. Or fear. It could be both, but let's say cold, because it's funnier. And by funnier, I mean more interesting. It wasn't me. I mean, surely that's her, like, OP power that's within her, right? Surely. That we saw in the OVA. I don't know, man. It wasn't me. The one that froze everyone? It wasn't, and yet. Bro, I kept telling you it wasn't me, and yet. I kept telling you. Like, she's straight up having a panic, bro. Don't look at me like that. All alone. What was your last little bit here? No, Emilia, please be quiet for a second. I need to hear you. Okay. This is important enough for me to take my time with. Shut up. It wasn't me. Did you just hear my Discord go off? I forgot to turn on streamer mode. That's hilarious, by the way. Wait, let me turn streamer mode on so I don't get more pings. Good thing that didn't happen during the episode. That's funny. I forgot how to turn on streamer mode. Oh, I found it. Okay. Sorry. There we go. That was in my server too, so someone's saying something to me. Okay. Come on. Focus up. Focus up. Father, and that's to Puck. Puck's gone. Puck. Dude, Puck knew that she was going to be tested by Echidna, didn't he? That's why he left. Because she's got to walk that path herself, you know? Okay, so. What do we know? She was frozen. And then afterwards struggled with a power that would freeze people. Or at least cause like massive freezing out of wounds, which is really interesting. But frost-oriented magics, right? And Puck was her like only mentor, other than I guess miscellaneous spirits, and then that one like village that she was hated in, more or less, because she was seen as like an ice witch or whatever. And then we saw a bunch of pain and suffering there. The question I have is she reliving a past that's post being unfrozen or pre being unfrozen? Because up to this point, she hasn't been aware of pre being frozen. She doesn't know anything about that. She was just woken up like a blank slate. Dude, I swear. Imagine if like Satela's memories, like her body was Satela's body, and then Satela's memories got pulled out of her or whatever. Like part of her spirit got rended from her, and Satela's now this separate being, and Emilia blank slate was like a new version of Satela. That'd be so sick. That'd be so sick. A dragon. Dragons breathe fire though, unless it's an ice dragon. I'll have to keep that one in mind. The Satela-Emilia connection could foster in so many different ways. I want to hear the dialogue one more time. Also, this is going to sound really bad. I love watching her scared and suffering. I like the emotional range, right? I mean, it's the same way that like in a way that I enjoy watching Subaru suffer. Right? Because it's like, holy crap, this is horrible. But it's interesting, it's intriguing, you know, it reels you in. It wasn't me. It wasn't in yet. Oh, the dialogue is so good, but I have no idea what they mean by it. Wait. Let me think. It wasn't me. And who was it? I think it was her, but it was her power that she doesn't have control over. That's why it's depersonalized from herself, but still, and yet, it is her. Surely, right? I think it's her trying to confront her past of freezing everyone, right? Because it's like don't look at me, you know, looking at like maybe their frozen faces or whatever. What was this first bit of dialogue? It wasn't me. Like there's an action she's talking about here. Like it is referred to something. I'm thinking it's referred to everyone getting frozen. Which would mean... See how she's not even looking at him? She's like looking somewhere else. I keep telling you it wasn't me yet. Who are you telling though? Or you could say that it wasn't me, it was Satela. Or maybe something horrible happened to her. Ooh, maybe something horrible happened to her because she looks like Satela, and so when people blamed her for like, you're the respawning of the witch, you're evil, the response is, it wasn't me. You know? Let me watch it again with that in mind. Like, I'm Emilia, it wasn't me. It wasn't, and yet I keep telling you it wasn't me, and yet. So she's like, I think she's having like maybe like an identity crisis a little bit of like, I keep telling you it wasn't me, and yet like, was it me? Question mark. That'd probably be my like finishing. Don't look at me like that. Keep telling you it wasn't me. Yeah, I think maybe she's being confronted as being witch, as being like in regards to her looking like Satela. Perhaps even after freezing someone or doing something that led to the freezing. Maybe this is her like right before she freezes everyone, assuming she even froze everyone, which I think is a decently fair assumption to make. And that's why she's being looked at in this kind of way, and like is so, you know, poor Subaru just is trying so hard to comfort her. But it's crazy, dude. Subaru honestly might be throwing a little bit, okay? This is the worst mentally and emotionally you've ever seen her. She's completely like having an absolute panic attack or whatever you want to call it, right? She's not looking at you, she's just speaking and crying and sobbing, and it's very horrifically sad. And like intense, right? And what does he do? He like comforts her a bit, and then is like, okay, ready to do it again? He says, as long as you can smile, you can undergo the trial again tonight. And like, she knows that like she kind of has to, and he knows that she kind of has to. But like, I feel like there's a more gentle, like a gentleness that should be there, you know, where it's like, dude, ask her like, yo, like, how, like, do you think you can do this? You know, like, do you want to talk about what happened? Right? Don't just say, yeah, let's do it again. Like, you have no idea what she went through in there. And quite frankly, you do have a little bit of idea. You know, it was horrible and painful enough for her that she came out a sobbing mess. You can see she gets asked that question, and she says, again tonight, basically question mark. And she like retreats into her sheets, like as a way to find comfort, right? So she doesn't want to do it. And deep down, I think she knows she has to, or at least feels responsible to. But Subaru, like, I feel like, like, if somebody is having to do something horrible, you know, like absolutely horrible, saying, you can do it, get back in the meat grinder. Maybe you should ask her how she feels about even getting in the meat grinder. Like, okay, you've been there, you've done that. Do we need to like reevaluate our situation, you know? Like, if we really need to, I can do it. Make sure like she wants to do it. I kind of felt like he didn't do that. But then he immediately tried to swing on Roswell, so that's a complete win on my book. Or Roswell. Not L. And then Ram's like, oh, you could throw me in the garbage and I wouldn't care. That would be how it is. I would, if he threw me in the garbage, then I deserve to be in the garbage. Or, dude, he knows. He has to know that Subaru is like super OP. Or else he just has no reason to have faith in him. You know? The way he's grinning. Bro, imagine if like, oh, I'm trying to piece it all together. Like Satela is the freaking the yang to Emilia's yin, but they're literally two parts of the same person that were like split. That'd be so cool. Because I'm thinking like maybe they were split and then Satela went and ate everyone. And then Emilia was frozen. That'd be so cool. I'd be so here for that. But we'll keep it in mind. There's so many different ways they could play it, you know, I'm not trying to lock into one. Yeah, and he's just like, dude, I still suck. And then, like, why would you ever have faith in me? Oh, well, you're done. Conversation's over. Roswell. What? Even overcome by such outrage. Deep down, you understand that all is as it should be. This sounds like gaslighting, honestly. Oh, I know you're upset with me right now, but you know this was right. Like, do I know it was right? Maybe I'm upset because I don't know it was right. Like, Roswell stocks are falling. Roswell stocks are falling. Roscoin is on the decline. All is as it should be. It's only that way because Subaru has suffered so much. And, like, necessitating suffering is really, you know... I guess that's not what they're doing. They're not making suffering necessary for this. That's just how it rolled out. Bro, I haven't even gone to the freaking Opie and Edie thing, and I'm already over an hour again. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. It's only 26 minutes long, bro. It doesn't make sense. Time flies when you're having fun. Whoa, talk about it. I knew you would make a fitting partner in crime. What? Wait, run it back? For the sake of our chances in the... Bro, okay. Hot take. Who cares about the royal selection? It's a bunch of garbage. I'm sick of it. Bro, the witches are what matters. The witches are where it's at. Who cares? All for the sake of the royal selection? I don't care. I don't know why Emilia wants to do it. Why does Emilia want to do it? What does this actually give us? Because as I see it, who is the next king, royal leader, like, of the nation? I don't know what that accomplishes. And I'm sure there's reasons. You're over here, actually, you know. But, like, I feel like what we've seen, you know, with the witches and the sins is on a layer above the royal selection in politics. So unless Emilia's reason for the royal selection is, like, integral or at least can be used for the witches and for the sins, which I think are actually the big things going on in this world, then I don't care about the royal selection. I'm, like, losing interest in the royal selection, like, rapidly. You know, what's the point? We're dealing with things that are so much bigger than in politics, it feels like. And unless we maybe, like, Emilia wants to use the royal selection to then gain the power to accomplish something that'll have to do with the sins and have to do with the witches, that could be interesting. I'm totally here for that. Maybe there's, like, some power in dispelling the bad juju of Satela and having Emilia, the Satela lookalike, as the selected for the royals. Maybe that will be, like, you know, fundamental in eliminating the witches cult, because now they can rally and destroy these mock representations of what the sins truly represent, as per my witch bishop discussion earlier, right? You know, that could be an entire thing there. But, like, the royal selection itself, I don't know why. I don't know how we're using it. I don't know why, in what way we're using it, which is just, I guess, a synonym for how, again, so pog. Thing being, though, like, I don't know what we're doing with it, because I don't know what Emilia's motivations are. So, basically, snooze button. Okay. Bro. You know what I almost just said? And I'll say it. I was gonna say, like, no, I don't want to say it. No, I'll say it. Like, dude, Emilia, you can do better than Subaru. I'm your guy. That's what I was about to say. It's a joke, mostly. It's because, you know, I love Subaru. I do love Subaru. But Emilia, I mean, come on. You know, Mans is comforting you, but I'm a little worried about the way he's comforting you. Am I? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, look at this old little man at the bottom. Holy crap, this guy is crazy. Okay. I'm so sorry I got distracted like that. Because it's, okay, Emilia has to do the trials in order to gain royal selection momentum. And, like, free the villagers and everything. And get a bunch of people on her side. And honestly, overcome her past, which is important. It's a trial. Bro, I just had a revelation. What did they call it? The day of my freaking the witch cult, the ordeal. I think the witch cult is doing literally what Ekidona is doing. Ekidona has made trials to confront things in order to like probably like prove yourself strong enough of character to do XYZ to free everyone from the sanctuary. The witch cult was doing ordeals to Emilia to see if she was a suitable Satela vessel. They're doing the same thing. They're testing. It's just the witch cult is throwing just negativity, awful situations at you in order to like force you or whatever, while Ekidona is presenting a repeatable, you don't die if you fail, confronting of your past, which confronting your past, I would say, is a positive thing to do for character development. Like that helps develop you in a positive way, while nightmare, death, pain, ordeal can develop you to become hard-hearted, and broken, and pain, and suffering. So it's interesting. They're both doing testing on Emilia. Well, at least for Ekidona, it's on Emilia and Subaru. But, well, and honestly, I feel like the witch cult kind of is doing that as well. They're like doing the same thing, man. I'm so interested in Satela, bro. Ram. I don't even know if I have anything to say to you, Ram, right now. I've been thinking about Ram a lot recently. I just want her to not be mean to everyone. She simps for Roswell and then is mean to Subaru. I get that that's like your thing. But like, you don't gotta be mean all the time. Come on, like she sometimes does a little bit of like, she'll compliment him and then undercut the compliment, but she still complimented him. I guess that's like I feel like I want to see more Ram character development. Okay, I want to see more depth to Ram's character. That is all. That is all. You can type your essays about why Ram already has like super developed character, and why I'm wrong for even insinuating that she doesn't have a super developed character. If you want. I think she's pretty, like, she's got some stuff going on in her noggin for sure. It's just, you know, I don't know. She's getting a little bit on my bad side, just a little bit. I don't know. We'll think about it. She's made some good moves. She's made some very good moves. I'll try to continue to be charitable. We will see. Oh yeah, Elsa gutted him. Thanks for that as well, Elsa. Where's he gonna respawn? I don't know. Honestly, let me watch the things real quick. Let me find those and pull those up. I didn't pull those up yet because I'm dumb and silly. Let's see. Here we go. This is. Wait, which one is this? I don't know. Let me just click it. I think this is the OP. Okay, this is the OP. How do I do this? Let me just download it. Am I about to download it right here, right now? Is that gonna like crash my computer to try to download while recording? I don't even know if it's downloading. It's only 88 megabytes. Surely this will take like 2 minutes. And then there's the ED as well. Oh, good. My screen just turned white. Okay. I'll just cut. I'll just cut to whatever it works. Or I'll forget to cut, and then you can just watch me look over here and look around for like 10 minutes. Bye-bye. Okay, I lied to you. I actually didn't download it. I literally just pulled up the freaking Discord like the MP4 player, because the download thing wasn't working. So let's do this. This is the OP1. This is the lyrics. So, I mean, we've already seen the OP, but at least we can look at the lyrics here. In 3, 2, 1, bam! I'll shout out the person that made this in a second at the end, because I forgot to do that. Or like compiled this and made it so I could watch it, basically. To keep all that I've worked on from being erased. I sealed off the past. I'll keep my heart beating at all costs. Yeah. This is like him not being one to give up, right? So that you and I can make it through together. Is that Emilia? That's Satela, bro. Why is it Satela? I'll carry you to the future of our dreams. It's time to live up to the hopes placed on me. It's even more than him and Emilia's dreams, you know? Though, man, it's a lot of pressure for him to think that he has to save everyone. I mean, everyone's a lot of people. Oh, Echidona. Also, what was going on right here? Oh, the bunny and then the unseen hand, bro. That's her putting that sloth factor into the cup. Because, unseen hand is sloth, you know. Man, I can't believe Roswell, Puck, and Betty all got their backs turned to me. That still pisses me off. I cannot believe you've done this. Whoa! Whoa! Frozen girl. What is that? Excuse me? How have I not seen this? Look at this! There's a frozen one of them. Dude, the frozen one's freaking, I don't know. Who would it be? Typhon? I don't know. Someone. That's one of the witches back there, I bet. These are all just like the servants of the witch. Or something. Wait. Doesn't this show all the witches? I'm figuring out who's in the ice. Screw the lyrics. There you go. Screw the lyrics. Mute it. Okay, it's muted. Wait. Shut up. Okay. Oh no. Okay, I have to like skim like with my mouse. Okay. It's this one, right? Surely it's you. I don't know which one you are though. Oh, I would have to look at the ED. The ED's the one that actually. No, wait. When do they get named? Oh, I don't remember they get named. It doesn't matter, honestly. We'll figure out which sin they are whenever we figure out which sin they are. Dude, they're in the ice. They're just chilling back there. Ice is such a big deal with Emilia walking around. I can't believe I missed that. That's such a big deal. Oh my goodness, he's just back there. I don't even have anything to say on that. I mean, I guess she was... if Satela... This is gonna be crazy. I'm kind of been playing with the idea that Satela... Or like maybe Satela was banished in ice. Maybe the banishing of Satela happened in ice, right? And then Emilia, blah, blah, blah. That, kind of that stuff could fit into that. With the Emilia is Satela, mumbo gumbo. This could be another witch also banished in ice. But I thought they were dead, so I don't know why she would be banished. Is that her corpse? That could be dark. That could be sick. Her corpse is just chilling in the ice cube. That's sick. Okay, on the lyrics. They didn't like super stand out to me. I did actually, this is a good line. I sealed off the past forever. I mean, I think that's him coming to terms with the past. That's him sealing it off, which is what we saw last episode. The possibilities he's rejected, those are like giving up. The freaking if stories, which I still haven't read any of them, of course, but the if stories, right? Or are they called the if stories? Something like that. Him deciding to rise up, you know? No, what is that? Hamilton reference, I guess? Yeah, even so. Bro, I cannot get over this guy's character design. He's got the freaking Ezio Assassin's Creed blades. And then he's got the V-neck all the way down to his crotch. I can't. Elsa, why are you murdering everyone again? What did you want originally? Bro, she wanted the thing... She wanted to sabotage Emilia so that she couldn't become part of the freaking royal selection. By taking her badge, right? Or buying her badge. So... cult. I mean, she's probably just witch cult. I'm just gonna say she's witch cult. Because that's enough reasoning for her to want to do that. On top of killing her, she literally killed her in in the first loop, right? Or like one of the first loops. I don't remember which loops are which, honestly. But one of the very first loops, Emilia's super dead. Man, I can't believe in the very beginning, I was thinking, oh, like, my original ideas of what the story would be is so different than what it is right now. It's actually so crazy.
It's crazy, man. Isn't that crazy?
But man, there's also this like self-destructive like undercurrent to things that really worries me. Like, because I mean, Subaru's ability, he has to die to save people. He's saying here as he's reaching out, like, it doesn't matter how many times I die, I'll save everyone. The problem is that he can. He literally has the power to save everyone. It's just such a big responsibility. Like, if you gave me the power to die and resurrect, I would feel a gargantuan moral responsibility to save every single person, even if I had to ice myself, like, every day, you know, to optimize. The problem is I'd probably lose my mind while doing it, you know? Just like he has almost time and time again, but he's been pulled out by the relationships he's made. But man, there's such a moral responsibility there, I feel like. So it's like, you know what? It just is what it is. Omega Lol. Thank you to, I think it was, yeah, Koala. Thank you, Koala. I appreciate that. This is the server. Look, I'm going to just scroll through it. Here it is. Here's the other one. Okay. That's funny. Get me in here. Okay, ED1 lyrics. I'm worried that, like, somehow, I get so scared whenever I don't have the actual anime up, because it's like, am I doxing myself right now? Probably. I probably doxed myself. I'll probably freaking blur that out or something. All right, 3, 2, 1, bang. Oh, my music. Restart. You got tricked. 3, 2, 1, bang. Beating my heart's endured. Fireline. Seeing the beating of the heart is something to be endured. The piano goes so hard in this. Holy crap. Heart trembles. The snow shadowing over us. And then cut to Emilia. Good move. You know, she got that snow. I'll brace myself for the pain, and then we go to Betty. Oh. Wait! Dude, wait, Betty! Oh, wait. I'll get to it. Melt my frozen tears, cut to Emilia. Good move. Your warmth? It's referring to Subaru, maybe? I hope my life goes on, even if the road ahead is blocked. Dude, the piano goes so hard in this. Wait, I haven't even looked at this. What is that? Oh my goodness, my eyes. Whose pin is this? Who has a rose pin? Whose hair is that? Kind of looks like Subaru hair, does it not? Who has the rose pin? Every rose has its thorns. I think it's Emilia. Yeah, Emilia has the rose pin. Is that... Whose hair is that? Where'd she get the rose pin from? Did she have the rose pin her entire life? Is the rose pin actually Satela's lich what's it called? Philanthropy? Philanthropy? The freaking lich thing. Shut up. Okay. The thing I was gonna say. This is incredibly important, and you have to listen. I'll brace myself for the pain and embrace your words. Right. Cut to Betty shedding a tear, your words, as a butterfly from Enchilada, from Echidna, gets on her finger. And then she looks at me! Dude. I am thinking, what if Betty's mom is Echidna? Or maybe not mom, but she I feel like he's referred to like promises she's made, covenants to withhold, blah, 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 blah. I think Echidna's the one that she's made them all to. Dude, think about this. What if like Roswell and Betty and Puck, even potentially, formed like an alliance with Echidna, the dead greed witch, in order to use Emilia, who is connected to Satela, to like make the world better or whatever. Like, I think they have all formed an alliance with Echidna and are like working together to form Emilia into the proper vessel, while the witch cult is trying to form Emilia into the wrong vessel. They're both just trying to form Emilia into different vessels. Man, how does Subaru fit in? I don't know. Fudge. Subi Wooby. Because Satela brought Subaru in. It's just gotta be the case. Why would she bring Subaru in? Subaru is nothing. He's cringe plus L plus ratio before character development. Which is perfect, because most people are cringe plus L plus ratio before character development. That's just, I think, most people are cringe before character development. Period. Okay. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm quite frankly at a standstill. I don't know why Subaru's in this world. I don't know why he was brought here. That's one of the biggest questions in the entire show. The door to my memories is knocked on again and again. That's Emilia going deep into her soul, probably. Why does Echidna want her to do this? If anything could melt my frozen tears, Frozen, great word choice for Frozen. You know, because of course Frozen is referring to Emilia freezing everyone, or potentially just being in a place with everyone that was frozen, including herself. Might be your warmth. Why was Subaru brought here, man? I swear, he had a conversation with someone. He had a conversation that he forgot. There's got to be some reason. There's got to be something. I just don't know what that might look like, because he was such a nobody. He was just such a normal guy, you know? But I think he was brought here by Satela. And has been used by Satela. Maybe because he was just nobody. That he was, I don't know. But how does being nobody fit into anything? I don't know, man. I don't know. There's so many questions in this show. This show just gives you so many questions. Honestly, I'm freaking hungry. I'm gonna go get food. So we're gonna end the episode. Great episode. Great episode. Definitely feeling this thing. It's actually so nice to watch these one at a time, because I'm still like, I'm talking, I feel like, for a decently long amount of time, right? It gives me more time to discuss, because I can talk about each one more without feeling like I have to get on to the next one as fast, because that's kind of what was happening a little bit with the director's cut, though I did like the director's cut. But you know, going from that, it's nice to have so much time to talk about each episode, because so much happens, especially season 2 has been so much more dense, I feel like. So having the one by one's been very nice. But yeah. Episode 5, on to the next episode 6. If you like the video, like the video, subscribe. If you're new, blah, blah, blah. You already know how it goes. If you made it all the way to the end of the episode, I do appreciate it. Not that many people do. 9% got the analytics. You already know I'm checking them hoes. I don't actually look at them that often. But, if I do check them ho, I'll be able to see how many people made it here. So I do appreciate you if you're one of them, of course. But yeah, that's all I got for this episode. On to the next. Subscribe, comment, Discord. You already know. Ping, ping, ping. Plug, plug, plug. Plug, plug, plug. I'll be seeing you then. Peace out.